Hello children, this is Disha ma'am and we are going to learn English. आप स्क्रीन पे देख सकते हो and I'm sure you guys are wondering what we are going to do today. Yes, as we have completed the term 1 syllabus and the revision 2, today I'll be giving you or rather sharing with you some of the unseen passages that are on the screen. We'll be doing 3 paragraphs today. You don't need to write it anywhere. It is just that कि मेरे साथ साथ आप करते रहिए. Right? चलिए, are you guys ready? चलिए, let us go for it. Can you see the paragraph on the screen that is given to you? What does it say? Read the story and answer the questions. I live by a big lake. It is fun to live by a lake because there are so many things you can do there. In the summer, I swim and the fish in the lake. In the spring and fall, I go to picnics by the lake and also feed the ducks. In the winter, almost everyone in town ice skates on the frozen water. I think I would like to live by the lake forever. Now, मैं इसको पहले एक बार आपको समझा दूँ. There are some differentiation in the language which we use. Actually, basically हमको पता है that there are two kind of English. One is British English and one is Latin English, right? Generally हम जो use करते हैं that is British English. But इसमें कहीं कहीं ऐसे words है that you will come to know, you will find it difficult to read or to understand the meaning. So the first line says, I live by a big lake. It is fun to live by a lake because there are so many things you can do there, right? Obviously, when you are living by the lake, there are so many things that you can do. In the summer, I swim and fish in the lake. Now, fish in the lake is fishing karna. Lake mein fishing karna, right? Net dal ke fish karna, as you can see in the picture also. In the spring and fall, I go to the picnic. I go to picnics by the lake and also feed the ducks. In the spring and fall, माने जो ऑटम सीज़न आती है या जो स्प्रिंग सीज़न आता है, बसंत जिसे हम बोलते हैं, बसंत और ऑटम सीज़न जो पानखर ऋतु है, राइट? इन दैट सीजन दे गो देयर एंड दे फीड दी डक्स. In the winter, almost everyone in the town ice skates on the frozen water. Now, because this is somewhere in the foreign या बहुत ठंडी जगह पे नॉर्थन साइड पे है, so the water in the lake gets freeze in the winter. जब माइनस डिग्री में टेम्परेचर चला जाता है तो जो पूरा पानी है वो बर्फ़ जैसा बन जाता है. सो यू कैन आइस स्केट्स. डू यू गाइज नो व्हाट इज़ आइस स्केटिंग? पूरा बर्फ़ का लेयर होता है ना, उसके ऊपर यू नीड टू स्केट. और उसके स्केटिंग व्हील्स भी अलग होते हैं. दे आर मोर विद द एजेस. हमारे जैसे व्हील्स वाले नहीं होते स्केट से. सो दिस अ काइंड ऑफ स्पोर्ट्स एंड इट इज़ इंटरनेशनली प्लेड ऑल्सो, राइट? सो I go to the picnics by the lake and also feed the ducks. In the winter, almost everyone in the town ice skates on the frozen water. I think I would like to live by the lake forever. Alright, chaliye. Now let us begin to the questions. Can you see the questions? Is it visible to you? Okay, first one. A good title for this story would be A. Ducks are cute. Summertime fishing, or third one, the lake near my house. What can be the title for this passage, children? Yes, you understood very well. The title which suits the passage appropriately is option C, that is the lake near my house. Right? You don't need to write the answers, you don't need to copy the answers. बस मेरे साथ इसके try to find out the answers by yourselves. Right? चलिए, move to the second question. Why do I like living by the lake? Why do I like living by the lake? Because there are so many things you can do there. I like living by the lake because there are so many things you can do there. Alright. Now, third one. Name 2 things that I do at the lake in the summer. Now, summer में क्या क्या चीज़ें करती हूँ? I can swim in the lake and I fish in the lake, or I do fishing in the lake, right? Summer में कौन सी 2 एक्टिविटीज़ मैं करती हूँ? I swim in the lake or I fish in the lake too, right? चलिए, next one. What does almost everyone at the lake do in the winter? Now, what do almost everyone do in the winter? Yes, almost everyone do ice skatings in the winter. What do? They do ice skating in the winter. Okay, and the last one. Name one thing I do in the spring and summer at the lake. It should be fall. It should not be summer. It should be spring and fall. Because summer ka to already we have answered once, right? So it would be name one thing I do in the spring and fall at the lake. So what do I do in the spring and fall? I go to picnics by the lake. What do I do in the spring and fall? I go to picnic during the spring and the fall at the lake. So here we completed paragraph number 1. Hope you enjoyed this queries. Chale, now move on to the second paragraph, that is this. Now moving to the second passage of today's session. Read the passage with me given on the screen. The title says Larry the Frog. The frog's name is Larry, right? Chali, let us read the paragraph. Larry is a frog. Larry is green with brown spots. He loves to play in the pond. Sometimes Larry catches flies. He likes to eat flies for dinner. Yuck. After Larry catches flies, he hops around the pond. We already understood that this paragraph is about a frog. And what is the color of the frog? That is green with the brown spots. Now, what does he do? He loves to play in the pond. Sometimes he catches flies. That is his food, right? He catches flies and eat flies in the dinner. जैसे हम भाकरी, पराठा, रोटी, चपाती खाते वैसे he eats flies for the dinner. After Larry catches flies, he hops around the pond. Hops is synonym of jumping. The jumping of the frog is also known as hopping. Easy paragraph. Chale, let us move to the questionnaire. First question says, what is Larry? What is Larry? Larry is a frog. You can see in the first line of the comprehension that Larry is a frog. So the answer would be Larry is a frog. Right. I'm telling you again, don't write the answers. Just try to get the answers of the following questions. What color is Larry? It's very easy because he is a frog. What would be the color? The color of, what is the color of, what color is Larry? So the answer would be Larry is green with brown spots. What is the color of Larry? Larry is green with brown spots. Yes, children, let us move to the third one. I hope you are enjoying this easy session. This gives you rather the practice for reading the passage and understanding the questions. So let us move to the third one. Where does Larry love to play? Yes, can anyone give me the answer? Can you find out? Are you able to find it out in the comprehension? Yes, it's very easy. Larry loves to play in the pond. He loves to play in the pond. Now, fourth one. What does Larry catch? An interesting answer. What does he catches? Larry catches flies. What does it catch? Larry catches flies. Makhiya hai, machhar hai. He catches that with his long sticky tongue. What does Larry like to eat for dinner? What does Larry like to eat for dinner? What is his favorite food? Larry likes to eat flies in the dinner. Larry likes to eat flies in the dinner. And the last question, children. What does Larry do after he catches flies? After Larry catches flies, what does he do? He hops around the pond. What does he do? He hops around the pond after he catches flies. Easy answers. He hops around the pond after he catches the flies. Yes, children. So these are the answers of the paragraph that you are able to read in the screen in front of you. This seems to be very easy, but this will give you more and more practice about the comprehension. चलिए, तो this is the end of second paragraph. Now we will move to the third paragraph. So understood this much? Okay. Okay, now this is the third paragraph of today's session, the third comprehension for today. Hope you guys are enjoying. Chaliye, let us move to the last part of this video. The heading says At the Coal Mine by Julia Haddon. Julia Haddon is the name of the writer from which the extract is taken from. Alright, read the passage and then answer the questions. Let us read the paragraph. A mine is a hole in the earth. People dig mines to look for rocks such as coal. Some mines have tunnels that go deep under the ground. A miner is a person who works in a mine. Some coal miners work in dark tunnels deep under the ground. A mine is a dangerous place. Miners wear special clothing to keep safe. Once, coal mining was done by hand. Miners worked in the dark for many hours. They dug the coal out with the hand tools. Today, mining is done with machines. There are important safety rules in mines. Rule number 1: miners must be able to breathe fresh air. Rule number 2: strong beams hold up the mine roofs so that it will not fall on the miners. After the coal is cut, it is taken out of the mine. A moving belt carries the coal out of the mine. Not all coal miners work under the ground. The miners dig for coal that is close to the ground. First, the soil is removed from the ground. Then, big machines scoop the coal out of the ground. At the power station, the crushed coal is burnt. The burning coal heats water and makes it boil. Boiling water makes steam. The steam turns a generator, and this makes electricity. Isn't it very useful paragraph, children? Don't worry, I'll be explaining you the meaning of this paragraph. Let us start with the first line first. A mine is a hole in the earth. People dig mine to look for rocks such as coal. Right? Many of you might be knowing that ज़मीन में जो गड्ढे करके they find out coal. Stones मिलते हैं, हीरे मोती जवाहरात, but coal mines होती है. So this paragraph is about coal mining. So how do they take out the coal? They dig hole in the earth, ज़मीन पे, and then they find out some raw coals. Some mines have tunnels that go deep under the ground. I don't know if you guys have seen Tintin, The Adventures of Tintin. There are some scenes in which Tintin and Snowy, his dog, they are running into the coal mines. All right. So these are basically coal mines, and there are tunnels. Tunnels mane, what you can say a dark passage which goes from one side to another. Tunnel, जैसे train जाती है वैसे there is a tunnel. So and the workers are walking inside that tunnel. A miner is a person who works in a mine, right? The one who works in the mine is known as miner. Some coal miners work in the dark tunnels deep under the ground. A mine is a dangerous place. Obviously, आप ज़मीन के अंदर हो, आपको पता भी नहीं आप कितने अंदर हो. There is no light, but it is a dangerous place. Miners wear special clothing to keep safe. Once, coal mining was done by hand, right? Earlier, जब instruments नहीं थे, तब coal mining was done by hand itself using the hand tools. Miners worked in the dark for many hours. They dug the coal out with the hand tools. As I told you, hand tools माने जो हाथों से tools इस्तेमाल होते हैं, जैसे hammer हो गया, chisel हो गए, तो वैसे instrument से they used to dug the mine out. Today, mining is done with the machines, but there are important rules in these mines also. Two important rules that is going to have to be there in the mines are miners must be able to breathe fresh air. उनको ताज़ी हवा मिलती रहनी चाहिए. They must be able to breathe fresh air. Then strong beams hold up the mine roof so that it will not fall on the miners. अब ज़मीन के अंदर जो गड्ढा करते हैं उसको सपोर्ट दिया जाता है with the beams so that जो गड्ढा है it doesn't fall into the miners, it don't fall into the miners head. After the coal is cut, it is taken out of the mine. A moving belt carries the coal out of the mine. जैसे if you have visited airport, तो जैसे आपका लगेज कैसे चेक इन होते टाइम या चेकआउट होते टाइम निकलता है, वैसे there is a belt, moving belt, that is machine, and it carries coal out of the mine. Not all coal miners work under the ground. The miners dig for coal that is close to the ground. First, the soil is removed from the ground. ऊपर का जो portion है soil का, soil माने earth का, they remove it, right? Then big machines scoop the coal out of the ground. At the power station, the crushed coal is burned. The burning coal heats water and makes it boil. Boiling water makes steam. The steam turns a generator. This makes electricity. Yes, it is an essential part or a process in making of the electricity. कोल से क्या होता है? कोल से आग जो पैदा होती है, it gives warmth to the water. It starts boiling. The boiling water turns into the steam. The steam turns a generator and this generator is making electricity. Basically जब आप बड़े standard में आओ, you'll come to know how is an energy converted into a different energy. Suppose जैसे electricity produce किया तो that is known as electrical energy, right? Now kinetic energy में से electrical energy बनाना या potential energy में से electrical energy बनाना, basically we cannot generate energy. We can just transfer it into a different form. So later on it will come to in your science studies that how you can transfer a type of energy into a different type of energy. Alright. So this whole process is helping out to make electricity that we used in our daily lives. Understood the paragraph? Bit complicated? Yes children, I chose the paragraph as such कि आपको थोड़ा easy थोड़ा hard दोनों रहे so that you come to know what are the complications, right? Now, moving to the first question. What is a mine and where do the miners work? It is in the answer itself. The mine is in the paragraph itself. The mine is a hole in the earth and miners work in the dark tunnels under the ground. What is the answer? A mine is a place or mine is a hole in the earth. And where do the miners work? They work in the dark tunnels deep under the ground, right? Chale, second one. How did the miners work in the past? In the past, they used to work with hand tools, right? The mining work was done with using hand tools. So they used to work with hand tools. Third one. What are the safety rules of mine? Can you tell me, children? Yes, it is very easy. Rule number 1. Miners must be able to breathe fresh air. Rule number 2. Strong beams hold up the mine roof so that it will not fall on the miners. Next, what is the modern tool of mining? Now, अभी कैसे करते हैं? Today, mining is done with the different machines. So, mining initially hand से करते थे, but right now they have different machines that work in the mining. You can say, for example, moving belt, or you can say big machines like JCB. They all work. They are used in the mining process. Next one. What does happen after the coal is cut? Now you can see the answer. After the coal is cut, the crushed coal is burnt. What does it do? At the power station, the crushed कोल जहाँ से वो कट किया जाता, दैट कोल इज बर्न, उसको जलाया जाता, दे फायर इट. How does the electricity make with the how does the electricity is made with the coal? Now here we have to elaborate the answers. हमेशा ध्यान रखें जो पूछा गया है उसका ही जवाब दे. अननेसेसरी ज़्यादा लिखना नहीं है, या आंसर नहीं मिल रहा है तो तब तक लिखना है. जैसे आप देख सकते हैं इन दी क्वेश्चन नंबर 5, what does happen after the coal is cut? So simple answer is after the coal is cut, the crushed coal is burnt. You need to write only that much. Now in the last answer you can see how does the electricity is made with the coal. So here that you need to write everything from starting at the power station. The crushed coal is burnt. The burning coal heats water and makes it boil. Boiling water makes steam. The steam turns a generator. This makes the electricity. Easy? So this is the end of the third paragraph also. So children, hope you enjoyed this session. Tomorrow also I'll be coming with some lovely oral exercise. Okay, so today there is no homework for you. Neither the CW is written nor the HW. So tomorrow also, as I promised that I'll be doing some oral exercises that will improve your knowledge for English. Hope you enjoyed this session. This is Disha ma'am signing off till we meet tomorrow. Have a good day. Stay home. Stay safe. Bye-bye.